I've decided to come out and see what the storm damage is. So I thought I'd go live. I was actually also trying to see if there was any animals that fell out of the trees. Hi, baby. A little crazy. Here we go. Look, we lost some of the tree here. Thank goodness it didn't fall in a car, but it ripped right off. I mean, it's going to take a few days to get this all messed straightened up. I was not going to go live, but welcome in. This is Chicago after a severe thunderstorm rolled through. There's like over 200,000 people without power right now. I thought I'd get out in the neighborhood to see if there was, being that we had 80-mile-an-hour winds, I was worried about birds and squirrels falling out of the trees. So far I've seen one half of a tree down. Let's walk around this way and see if we can find any other. Welcome in. I hear a lot of sirens. Again, they're going to have to block off some of these streets because you see how old these trees are. They're huge. They've been here for years and years and years. That's the L going by. And the Metro. Let's see if we see any more damage. I don't see any up that way. Some of these trees are just, they're full of branches with all their leaves on it. So it's that kind of wind pulls them all down. Now it's starting to rain a little harder. There's a preschool up here. People are trying to pick up their children. Now that the storm has rolled through, although it is still raining relatively hard. Let's see if there's any trees down on this block. Welcome in. This is a suburb of Chicago. We had the severe thunderstorm roll through. There are reports of trees down in the area. We did see that one huge branch down. Let's see if we can find any other damage. These streets have got all tree lined. They're all tree lined. Well, whoever gets this storm next. There is an awful lot of wind. And there still is. It's not quite as bad as it was before. They were saying anywhere between 70 and 80 miles an hour. I've only seen one bird. Wasn't really a baby, so I left it alone. it was all wet, so it was a little difficult for it to fly. It was still okay. Didn't seem injured. Let's see how it looks on this street. Still raining relatively hard. Oh, there's some branches down over here. Let's see if there's anything this direction. I don't see any cars coming from here, which means it's very odd because this is a one-way street. We'll take a peek over here. Whoa, wrong way. Where are you going? It's a one-way street. Yeah, yeah. Whoops. Not really good when you go down the road. Oh my goodness. Well, I found one, guys. Welcome in. This is Chicago. After a severe thunderstorm has gone through, we have a lot of trees down in the area. It's just which block they're on. It's hard to tell, but this one is definitely a large tree. It's begun to rain harder again. Of course, all the traffic is blocked off right now because no one can get by. It looks like the tree split. It's a huge branch. Huge. I'm not looking at chat, but welcome in. Oh dear, there's cars underneath there.
That's crazy.
I know.
I didn't realize it was that size.
Oh, yeah. There's trees all over the place.
What the fuck?
Yep. That's pretty much sums it up. There is a car underneath this. Well, it's resting on this Jeep. Let's see what car is underneath the other part of the branch here. Oof. Well, that guy took a lot of broke the back window completely. And the other car is just smothered with the other parts of the branches, but the tree has gone through the back window of this car. I mean, there's where it came off of. Traffic is blocked. So there are many trees down in a lot of areas in Chicago. The wind was anywhere from 50 to 80 miles an hour. All these trees, of course, are in full bloom. So the resistance was there to bring, luckily it's not the whole tree, it's just one branch. So I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, it was a storm. They weren't kidding about that. And like I said, these trees are humongous. They're extremely old. Most of them are really healthy, but when you get a 50 or 80 mile an hour wind, there's not much that's going to hold up to that. I'm surprised there's not more down. Oh, thanks everybody for jumping in. We're supposed to have this weather today and tomorrow. I'm sure there's other suburbs that have gotten it a lot worse than we did, but I wanted to get out. I was going out to look for baby squirrels and baby birds that were blown down out of their nest. So far, I've only seen one baby bird, and it was okay. It was old enough to be on its own. So all the trains were delayed. The airports, they did a ground stop on both of them. It looks like this street's okay. That's good. All right. I am going to swim back to my place. Again, you can see the street is closed. So there's damage all over Chicagoland area right now because of that storm that blew through. Thank you all for coming in. I showed you before it started. I showed you a short of when it started to hit. You can see all these little branches also that have fallen out of the trees. So thanks everybody for coming in. Everybody have a great night. Purple Rain, thank you so much for coming in and modding. Now I was going to go back inside now because I hear thunder again. And I will not be outside in a thunderstorm. That's not a good place to be. So that's all I can show for now. I'm sure you'll hear more in your news. Bye everybody. Stay safe. It's headed east.